How to use Magix Movie Edit Pro 2013. A quick tutorial how to use the Magix Movie Edit Pro 2013. Drag and drop a clip onto this here menu, playlist, toolbar, whatever it's called. I'm using the third view over here. You can do it in this view, timeline, or storyboard, but this third one's the best. This is the normal editing software kind of look to it. This here's a marker. You can put a marker down somewhere if you're editing. You can name it. Whatever. You can move it. You can delete it. How do you cut a clip? Right here, split the object. Now you got to split it as many times as you want. Something interesting that Magix does is you can just drag it back to where it was. So if this was a clip you wanted and you clipped it and you brought another clip over and then you realize, oh shit, no, I need that, you just drag it back and now it's the clip you wanted. So if you've got a song, you could split the audio and then unlink it, and now this is the audio, and you could right click it and you could speed up this music, slow it down, change the tone, make them sound like chipmunks. You can also do this, and there's a whole nother editing suite in here for audio. Make it sound all echoey and reverb and stuff like that. One cool thing about this software is if you go and do something like let's go to size of the clip, and you do this, right? So you want that, right? Say you want to copy that. You go to video effects, copy. Yes, come over here. Video effects, paste. Now it's the same. And you could do it for all of them. You just gotta hold shift. You can hold control to do one at a time. So you highlight this and then you go. Or you can hold shift and do a whole bunch of them. So you start from here, get all of them, move them around. And then you can paste video effects. So there you go. Now they're all the same. Alright. What else is there? You drop a text in here. Text file. Come over here and change all this. Move it around. What else is there for a quick tutorial? You could do green screen with this. It's called chroma key. Come up here and press green. Now everything that's green is gone. Adjust the threshold. Over here it's got dual camera set up. Multicam for this. I don't do green screen, so There's not too much to do with these video effects. If you like goofing around with technology, you can maybe goof around with this, but brightness is pretty much probably the only thing you'd ever goof around with. You could adjust the gammas and the mids and highs, and you come back over here and reset. Just reset video effects, and it goes right back. No problem. Darker, brighter, yada yada, color correction. You want to change the color, you do that. And you come here, reset. Magix 2013 does do keyframes, but it's incredibly annoying and slow, and I don't recommend it for that. If you want to do that, you probably want to get some Adobe or something like that. But you can do it. You drop a keyframe, and then like do a move. You come down here to movement, do like a camera zoom, and then when it gets to that point in the playlist, there's a zoom there. But it's annoying, and it doesn't make a lot of sense. Sometimes it doesn't work for me. So that's basically the tutorial. If you loaded up all these, which you can not do when you load the program, save a couple gigabytes of space, then you get then you won't get stuff like this where you could, which I don't know why you would ever use it, because it's annoying because there's so many of them. If you're making that kind of movie though, you're probably using it for that. There are these. Let's see, what would be a good one? Do the dancing one. The current is too short. Okay. Let's do this one. Now, there it is. So they got a handful of these weird ones. Basic stuff. You can put a text bubble in here. It's tricky trying to line this stuff up. Don't recommend it for this either. I pretty much only recommend this software for just this basic kind of video editing. Very basic, because it's awesome for doing basic stuff. Why is that text file still there? Because it's all the way down here. So that's the basic tutorial of how to use this Magix Movie Edit Pro 2013. You can get like 64 of these lines here, and you can mute them. So let's go up here, you go mute, you can go solo, you can lock it so you don't change anything. I've made like hour-long movies and it holds up good, it doesn't struggle. Fades, you get all kinds of fades if you loaded them up between clips. I don't really recommend it for this because it could get annoying and bog your system down trying to do these. Depends what you're doing though. So it's pretty user friendly once you figure out what you're doing. Oh yeah, there is one other thing I'm going to show you. Here comes a fade. And it's sort of a dissolve fade. I like that. That's pretty good. Alright, so you want to zoom in. Going to be doing that a lot. The only thing I don't like about that is this little toolbar down here. It's too small. Why would anybody want a toolbar that small? But when you do this, then it gets bigger, right? So it works good here, but once you get to zooming in, like it'd be good if it stayed at that size. So it gets smaller, smaller, till it's basically too small. But this is pretty useful. I use it sometimes. These clips aren't necessarily long enough. But what you do is, this is the audio, up and down. And you can right click and remove the audio. You come up here, you do separate tracks, I showed you that. Go edit, undo. You can remove the audio just like that. Now it's gone. But if you want it back, you can restore the audio. But what if you wanted to have a, without messing with these fades up here, you could just do that. Grab this top corner and it'll slowly fade in. And you could do the same with the audio, but what you got to do is put it on a separate track. But you see how they're still moving together? You got to unlink them. And now you can do this with the audio and have it start much later. Move it wherever you want it. It'll slowly fade in. Alright. You could do a fade just by dragging and dropping them across each other like that. Pretty simple, pretty basic, pretty great. Once you figured things out. So those are really the only things you're going to use up here. And you can link all these together. And link them all together. Now they're all one. So these are basically the only tools you ever use. This, the split. This if you're removing audio. And that for text. And couple effects here. Section tool is good. The size tool. You could do picture in picture by coming down here to the templates, or you could just set it up yourself. And grab one, then grab the other. And come back over here to size and like that. Now you got your, and if you get it right, you can, like I showed before, copy video and then paste video. And then where did it go? There it is. So that's Magix Movie Edit Pro 2013. All these you can move around and resize like this and that. Put this on a different monitor. All these are adjustable. Make this as big as you want, and it's got a couple neat tricks that I don't use, but I could see how you would want to. Like add another project, and it asks you if you want to save or something. Then you could copy something from another project you were working on and move it over to another project. Why does that look like that? What did I do to that clip? Okay, and delete project. Do you want to? Yes, I do. And if it crashes, it's got to save. Backup. You can slowly press the arrow keys to move left and right. Well, you can't be doing it when you're holding this section tool, the size tool, but just pressing the arrow keys frame by frame by frame to get exactly what you want. Get rid of that. There you go. So I like it. You can see the overall. You can expand this to just be that big screen. How to use Magix Movie Edit Pro. How to use Magix Movie Edit Pro 2013.